Finally did it. Brand new rotor, brand new caliper, brand new pads, brand new hose. She's looking like new money all of a sudden. Woo! What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm not working on the Honda. That won't happen till a little while later. We can possibly get to working on the Honda. That way I can get the car back on the road. But here she is, guys. So it's my dash truck. It's a 92 GMC C2500, and I did a few things on it. So far I already did the brakes. Also too, before doing the brakes, did the steering. I placed the tie rod, the pivot arm right here. I placed the idler arm, and there's also two more things I gotta do. I have to place the outer tie rod right there. Both are outer tie rods. I already placed those. I need to get this right here and that one right there. And then also too, I need to get the sway bar links that I have for my house. So I gotta run down there real quick and pick those up. So I got the sway bar links. So go ahead and slap those on there. My cutoff time will be 12 o'clock. It's 9:09 right now. I have to go to school at 1. So hopefully I can try to get everything done. The objective for today is to get the sway bar links on, get those other tie rods on. Also flush out the brake system with new brake fluid and put new coolant in, because we drained out the old coolant, which pretty much had no coolant in it. It was pretty much just straight water. But yeah, I gotta put new coolant in there, and then we should be good to go, hopefully. All right, so right now I'm gonna go ahead and open up my grandma's garage so I can get my tools out, and then start getting to work. Alright, so I got the other tie rods, and then I got the sway bar links. I want to do the sway bar links first because I believe that's going to be quicker and easier to do for right now. So first things first, we're going to have to get this tire off, and then we can get to work. Now we're going to open these up. Please excuse the ashy hands. My apologies. I know they're horrible. And please bear with me, guys. It's hard to hold a camera and unbox stuff at the same time. Alright, so here we go. So we chose to get the heavy duty over the standard ones, just so that they just last a little bit longer. I don't think it's really much of a difference. But yeah, so we'll go ahead and put these on there. I'll show you guys where it is. That way you guys know. So there we go. So that whole piece right there. So where it's connected to? It's connected to what's called a sway bar. So this whole bar, all right here. Don't touch it right now. Oh, it's the other side where we have the other sway bar link. As a matter of fact, we don't need to get underneath the vehicle. I could do it just from right here. So they're pretty simple. They're really easy to take off. All you do is put it on a wrench or a gun right there, and then underneath here is a nut that you hold on to, and then you just drill it out. And then once you do that, then you're gonna pop the new one on and make sure it's pretty much the same setup as that one. Otherwise, you're gonna mess up. might do is I might try to get my jack and lift this part of the sway bar up just so I can get some clearance and get that in there, because it's important to have it all in there. You can't skip corners on this. Okay, so it raised it up some. Let me see if I can be able to get it up in there. Let's see if this enough clearance. Okay, not quite. See it pump it a few times more. Alright, and that's the last jack could do. Alright. That should be more than enough, I think. So let me go ahead and try to see if I can do that. Alright, went through. If I can go ahead and roll this thing. Alright, so now the last thing I gotta do is put this one on, and then we should be good on this side. Doesn't be crazy tight. All you want to do is make sure it's all flush and everything, so that way it provides cushioning for the ride. So we're good on that one. Fits well with the whole brake system, looking new. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and just fast forward time as we speak and finish the other one. Time warping now. Alrighty. So now we got the other side done, nice and snug. We got it bottomed out. It's good. So now we can move on to the tie rod. So this right here. So before I even take this off, what I'm gonna do is, so I got this one loose too on this side. The reason why is because on both sides for this end is because right now the car is out of alignment. Like one wheel's like straight and the other one's like turned in. And so in order for us to get to left swap to get it aligned, we need the car as straight as we can by eyeballing it, just so we can make it there. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go ahead and start scraping off this crusted, this old dirt and everything. Try to expose the threads. That way I can count how many threads is on there. And then I'll go off by that first and then see how it looks. And if I gotta adjust it, I'll adjust it. Alright, so that did it right there. I didn't have to do the whole thing, I just needed one line. That way I could read the threads. Because it's important to count the threads. That way, let's say, if you weren't changing none of this, let's say you just had, I don't know, do something with the power steering rack on a car. The truck is different. The trucks don't really have power steering racks. I don't know if all of them don't. Maybe there's some. Not sure. But this truck in particular, it does it. But anyways, you always want to count the threads. That way when you put it back on, you can get as close as it being the way it was before. You can never get it accurate. That's why they always tell you when you do anything that deals with steering, take it to an alignment shop. But at least you can get close enough. That way you'll be able to drive it. Because if you're way out of line, if your alignment is like super bad, you can't drive the thing at all. It'd be too dangerous. But okay, so now that's 14. So I'll remember that, and I'm gonna go to the other side, check it out too. Alright, back. So the other side had 8 threads exposed. So now I'm gonna go ahead and start taking this one off. So we got a bolt right here. This that we gotta take off, and then this bolt right over here we gotta take off as well. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, so now the next thing is to get this one off right here. So first, I'm going to undo this bolt. That way it's not clamping down on it, and then hopefully we spin it out pretty easy. Pretty hard to get off right now. Might be because the threads are rusted. Oh, never mind. There we go, right there. So it really don't take much to take it off. I'm gonna try to speak a little bit louder. It's kind of getting a little windy out here, so I apologize for that. Oh, I have my lavalier mic. I forgot where to put it. Try my best not to move this thing right here. If I move it, it's gonna move the one over there because that's not tight on that end. For a reason, just so if I have to move that one to get aligned. Okay, I think we're almost there. All right. So once again, see here, obviously you know what was inside that piece and what was not. All of this was caked underneath in the dirt. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 14 marks it. And the other side is 8. Gotta remember that. So now what I'm going to go ahead is I'm going to go ahead and get the other one, the new one. Always start your grease point before you put it on there, because you might forget, and then you'll find out later on when you go to put grease in the joints. Just tighten a little bit. Don't tighten too much, otherwise you'll snap it off and you'll have problems. The way I do it once it gets snug is I don't hold it from back here because I'm applying too much torque. I come right here, hold like this. That way the torque is only come pretty much right here direct. Just turn it, that's it. It's not going anywhere. After that, put the little boot back on it. There we go. And I'm gonna rock with the cast nut setup, because like the cast nut's better, because it doesn't require you to crank it down to the actual steering knuckle itself. And I'm also going to be using some NEC's lubricant just to help out the boys at Les Schwab when they start lining this truck for us, and also for me in case if we do this years from now. So I'm going to take off the protector. And so you don't need a lot of NECs. You don't need to cover the whole thing. The way I do it, the way I was taught, is you start off at one end. At one point, you just pick a line across it, like that. More right here. Get the excess off. You don't have to do all around it. That's too much. Just do one straight line, because as you're threading it in, it's gonna push it all around the threads itself as you tighten it in there. So now I'm gonna put this one back in. This was actually longer. Oh, that's why it was out of alignment, I think, because this was actually longer. It's gonna actually close in on this one. You guys can't see, but I'm seeing, like, you can see the gap between this one over here and this one, and it's actually already about to close the gap right now. Let me count my threads, see where 14 is. Okay, so 14 is right over here, so I got like a few more turns to go. That's it right there. Won't let me go any further. So I'm just have it up like this and move the steering knuckle over to where I can get in. We'll have to play with it a little bit, try to get in there. Alright. So I got in there, cast nut on it. Hold it in place. What I like about cast nuts is you don't have to torque it as tight as you can with a gun or whatever. It's pretty much simple. You just pretty much tighten this thing down until you see the hole. There's going to be a hole in the bolt itself of the tie rod. And so once you see that hole, then you just pretty much line up these notches with the hole, and you can be able to take this, which is called a carter pin. You stick it through the hole, and then the longer piece, you would bend it over the bolt. That way it won't come off because it's going through the hole and it's blocking it from it ever spinning. But I'm not gonna put that in yet. I'm just slightly put it in because I might have to align this truck a little bit. So I'm gonna leave that for right now and put this carter pin somewhere where I don't lose it. It's really not that bad doing this kind of job. It's pretty much just paying attention and just make sure that you get things right. And you shouldn't have any problems. I mean, just think of it like this. If I could do it, then you could do it because I'm human, you're human. So there's nothing that no other human can do. Oh, there goes my 13 millimeter. So now I'm gonna do the same thing like I did on the other one. That was scary. All right, there you go. That's it too. They're locked up. It's crazy. So, okay, I thought I was going crazy, but I'm not. They are longer than what the originals are. Alright, let me go ahead and count the threads on this one. It's got 22 threads. That's a lot. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. Go ahead and straight up the truck right now. Alright. How we looking? Oh yeah, that's bad. I don't know if you guys can tell. I have the steering completely straight. Look at it. It's turning in. So that one we'll have to have come out. And then this one over here. Huh. Looks pretty decent. I mean, it's off too. No, actually it's off a lot. Okay, so that one's going in. That needs to come out. And this side is also going in. Oh my goodness. That, I wonder how bad the drive would be. Look at that, guys. It's crazy. Okay. Alright, so it looks like I'm gonna have to have both of them come out. So what I'm gonna do is, I don't think I need to mess with the tie rods in the inside. So I'm gonna go ahead and just clamp them up. But the ones on the outside that I just installed, I'm gonna just go ahead and twist them back out some and see how it goes from there. And hopefully I can get it as straight as I can, to where it's drivable and it's not too bad. So the best solution I came up with is by going off how the steering wheel is completely straight. I'm gonna go ahead and just leave it like that. We'll take off the castle nut. That way I can just go ahead and just move the whole steering knuckle straight, and I can just screw it out to where it'll be to there. And it should work. I don't see why it wouldn't. Okay, I think what I might do is, because I don't want to have too much coming out, I might go ahead and rotate this thing too. this whole thing. Or you know what? Maybe not. Maybe not. I should. Oh man. Yeah, I think I am gonna move this other end right here too. So we'll go ahead and do that right now. See, I don't like that because too much of a gap. About like this much gap from here, I can feel it wobble a little bit. I mean, I'm pretty sure tightening it will stop it from wobbling. But, I guess the guys get fixed. Now, just trying to get this all prepped and ready. I gotta get ready for school now. So I'm having some issues with that piece that holds both of the tie rods, and I'm just gonna see. I'm just kind of curious if AutoZone sells those. If they do, I'm just gonna go ahead and replace it and then try to get that thing off that tie rod. If not, then I'm gonna have to just work with that one for the meantime. I'm about to wrap this up. I gotta clean up all the tools and stuff. So, yeah, so give me a second. All right, I'm back again, guys. It's Thursday, 2 days from the first time I started this video. Right now it is 10:14. I got less than 2 hours to try to get everything done on this truck before I gotta go back to school again. So far right now, from Tuesday, I tried installing the tie rods and I got stopped because the adjusting sleeve, that's what it's called, that piece right there. So I went ahead and went to AutoZone and I bought new ones. I'll show you real quick. So this part right here, it's called tie rod adjusting sleeve or just adjusting sleeve. So I got both of them for both sides. I'm gonna do both sides. So right now that's what I'm gonna do, but before I could do that, this old one I gotta get off because it's seized up on there because there's so much rust built up in there. I didn't clean it up like I was supposed to. So I'm gonna go ahead and clamp this piece down and then grab a crescent wrench to put on here and take it off. That way I can go ahead and reinstall it and also align the wheels so they can be as straight as I can. So let me go ahead and open up the garage, get the tools out, take out the vise, and we'll start from there. Oh no, my worst nightmare. It's true. So if you see, all these are good except to the end. Even shorted off. So something in here and caused it to round out all that rust in there. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's all rusty in there, and sure enough, it did a number on it. It did a number on it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to see about getting a new one, but not right now. First, I'm gonna go ahead and check the other one to see if the other one's good, and if it is, then I won't get them both. Holy smokes! Same thing happened to this one as well. Got rounded off at the very end. So obviously this happened on my watch. So obviously as I was tightening this thing down, there was some resistance. I wasn't paying attention. I decided to keep going with it, and I ended up shorting this off. So obviously I think I went a little too far. And from when I looked at alignment, when I was trying to realign it earlier with the old adjuster sleeves, it kind of already made a big indicator that they were too far in anyways to begin with. So I'm gonna go ahead and go to AutoZone, swap out both these tie rods, They should be on a warranty, and they should still be on a warranty because I got these like last month. So hopefully they have them in stock now. That way I can keep rolling. All right, so good news. They do have the tie rods. So that's a good thing. So I can go ahead and put them on there. And everything should be easy. And now I just gotta install them and adjust the alignment, and hopefully we're good on that. All right, so let's go ahead and get these on. Going to be on a roll right now. And I'm going to re-grease these too. That's a whole lot better, as you can see. Go ahead and put some ACs on the threads of these right here. That way they don't seize up. Okay, so I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna screw it in all the way, screw back out, and do about halfway on there. You guys see what I'm talking about. So we got both of them on there. Wipe the exhaust, wipe out the excess NECs, and but before I install them first, let me go ahead and make sure I have everything. I'm gonna tighten down the grease points. All right, let's get this on the truck and try to get this done. All right, round two for the truck. I'm back out of school. Gotta get this thing over with, hopefully today. If not, it will get done tomorrow. I know that for sure, if not today. All right, so I got the other side on. So now I'm gonna put the tires back on, and then I'm gonna go ahead and see how close I am to putting this thing back in the line. All right, so I'm already looking at this tire, and I can tell that it needs to be tucked in. Side a little bit more. Check out the other side. This one right here as well, not so much as the other one, but I'm gonna go ahead and get the creeper so I can get underneath there and then bring it in some more. To me, it's not 100% accurate for sure, but just enough to where you'll be able to drive it there. So I'm gonna go ahead and start tying down the adjustment sleeves. That way they don't move as we're driving. It's nothing bad. And also too, I gotta grease up the grease points on the tie rods as well. Is looking nice and pretty underneath there. It's looking like new money. I finished working on the truck, so my dad's gonna get it smogged tomorrow. He's gonna take it to Les Schwab to get the whole thing aligned. I didn't film me leading up the brakes, so I apologize for that. But I will be doing that to the Honda once I start working on the Honda again. So I will be able to show you guys that, and just that way you know how to do it. Two-man method and also one-man method too. Oh yeah, by the way, that truck, her name is Della, all right? And Della is her name, based off of the owner, previous owner, who was our friend. So yeah, thought you guys know, Della, new member of the family.